Hello everybody, Mental Fox here. Welcome back to Starfield. Let's take a little bit of time and, if you'll indulge me, talk about my character that I've created here.
Yeah, boss?
Yeah, boss, that's right. And the backstory that I've tried to create for him and the way I'm trying to play this character. As I'm sure many of you are aware, and some of you have even left comments, I'm having a little trouble. Role playing this character, and I think there's several reasons for that. One of them, I think, is because this game here, this playthrough of Starfield, and strangely enough, concurrently, my playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3 is the first time, I think, that I've ever made a backstory for my character and then tried to role play my character against that backstory. When I played Skyrim, I tried to role play, but I didn't really make a real strong backstory for my character, and I think my role play went out the window somewhat quickly in Skyrim. But here in this game and in Baldur's Gate 3, I have actually tried to flesh out the character, who the character was before I started playing the game. And this is new to me. When I play this type of game, I generally just play the game how I, the player, want to play it. And I, the player, I, the lover of games like this, want to see everything that I can see, explore everything I can explore, consequences be damned. Even if it doesn't make any sense that my character would do it, I would do it. If there's a building over there and I wanted to see what was inside of it, I'd go inside of it. If there was something in the building that I wanted, I would take it. If there was something in my way, I would kill it. You know, all in the name of seeing everything that there is to see. Well, now that I'm trying to make this a real character, I admit I'm having a hard time struggling with the old me that's been gaming for, let's face it, decades, and playing a certain way for decades, and now all of a sudden trying to, I don't want to say force myself, because I want to do it, but, make myself play the way and act the way I think my character, this character that I've created, would act. And I'm having a hard time with it. I'm having an especially hard time with this character. My Baldur's Gate 3 character, I don't think I'm having too hard of a time with, because he's still a nice guy, right, generally. Whereas this guy's not, and I generally don't play as bad guys. I generally I'm generally a nice person in my games, so it just comes naturally for me to play as a nice person in my games. So it's easier to do, where in this game, this guy is not... I keep saying he's not a jerk, but just because of the way he grew up, he's just looking out for number one. He's just looking out for himself, right? So I think that maybe I'm also having a hard time because maybe I really can't relate to this guy. So I think I'm having a little bit of a hard time there. But I also think that this character that I've created, and I'm gonna maybe try to justify my confusion a little bit, at least in game, by saying I think my character is confused too. I told you that this character, when he was young, he was on maybe a refugee ship, and pirates boarded the ship, and his father tried to intervene, and they ended up killing both of his parents. The pirates did. And that moment made my character hate pirates and basically devote his life to eliminating pirates. But also, since he had no parents, he went back to Neon somehow. Maybe that's where the ship landed. And he grew up on Neon, living on the streets, a street urchin, just trying to make do, any way he can to survive. Very distrustful of authorities, a misunderstanding of private space. And, he didn't have any role models growing up, right? So, where does the confusion come in? Well, I have to imagine that growing up, living on the streets, this character had to scrape by any way he could to survive. And that probably included stealing, right? If he was starving, if he needed money for something or the other, he would steal from people. So, how does that make him any different than the pirates that he hates? I don't know. I don't know if my character has really ever thought about that before. But me as the player, I keep thinking about it, and I keep trying to justify what my character does and doesn't do. And it's hard because, in all truth, I think my character really isn't all that different than the pirates that he hates so much. I think one difference would be, and this is a pretty significant difference, is that he does not take things by force, whereas pirates will go out of their way, not only go out of their way, but make it their mission to, in this universe, board ships that don't belong to them, take what they want, kill people if they need to kill people to take the stuff that they want. Whereas my character doesn't necessarily, rob a bank and shoot people so that he could rob the bank. He's more like, ooh, I found this container here that nobody's looking at. I'm going to help myself to what's inside of it so that I can survive. So a little bit of a difference there, but is there really that much of a difference? I don't know. You and I may say to each other, yeah, I don't think there's that much of a difference. I don't think that this character is really any different than the pirates that he hates so much. But my character doesn't know that. He's been living this life for so long, living on the streets for so long, trying to survive for so long, carrying this hatred of pirates for so long that he's never put it together. So, I think I'm saying now, I think that's why he's confused and why I'm confused. So, hopefully, I don't know if that really explains anything or clears anything up, but I hope that having said all this, maybe we'll try to, I don't know, I was going to say we'll try to figure this out together. I'll try to figure it out, but I mean, it's okay if you call me out if you're cool about it. Yeah, help me roleplay this character. I guess I'm kind of having a hard time. So, and kind of what brought this up was not just comments, but in the last episode, I think I said that I had some skill points that I wanted to spend. And I've got 2 of them down here, and I was trying to decide what I want to spend these skill points on. And, I started thinking, also another comment I made, I think in the last episode of the one before, I don't remember which, when we were in that, I think it was the last episode, when we were in that science lab or whatever it was, and I kept coming across these locks that I couldn't get into. And I think I made a comment like, well, my character never really learned that because he was so obsessed with fighting pirates. But then when I really started thinking about it, I'm like, doesn't it make more sense that my character would probably be really good at picking locks because that's how he survived all these years? All this time living on the street, trying to get by, scraping by, taking things that aren't his so that he can continue to live. I think that he probably actually got pretty good at picking locks. So I think that it does make sense that we give him some points into security here so that he could start getting into more advanced locks, because he would have learned that as a kid, I think. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and I am going to put a skill point into security, because we can now attempt to hack advanced locks. So I'm going to spend one of my skill points on that. So that's one. And then the other one, I haven't actually decided on what I'm going to do the other one on. But if I understand this correctly, rank 2 won't unlock until I complete this challenge, which is pick 5 locks. Yes, I have picked way more than 5 locks in this game, but they didn't count because I didn't have this unlocked. So now I need to pick 5 locks before I could get to rank 2. So now I'm thinking that another thing that might make sense character-wise and also will be helpful story-wise would be piloting. Where is it? Where's piloting? Is it? Piloting right here. So I'm already at level 1. Well, the problem is that I can't increase piloting because I haven't destroyed 15 ships. Oh, okay. Am I already at rank 2? Yeah, I'm already at rank 2. Okay. If I want to get to class B ships, I need to destroy 15 ships. Okay, that makes sense. And again, I have a feeling that I don't know how really, but somehow my character has had access to ships before, and he has chased down pirates in the past, and he's actually a pretty good pilot, so he would be able to pilot, class B or class C ships. So we need to get him here. But I need to destroy 15 ships before I do that. So since I have a skill point here to spend, I'm not sure what I want to put it towards. Some of these things might make sense for my character, like maybe he's a good boxer, but I'm not really planning on doing unarmed attacks, so I don't think that I want to put points towards that. Fitness gives me more oxygen. I don't think that's that important. Stealth. I mean, I could see stealth being something that my character probably would have had, right? He probably was really good at sneaking around, again, getting places he shouldn't be, taking things that he shouldn't take. So stealth might make sense. Weightlifting. I mean, it'd be nice to carry more stuff, but I don't see my character doing weightlifting. And then, always increasing your health is a good thing too. I mean, we could go to persuasion. I mean, I did put points at theft before, which fits with this character, at least the character that I was thinking of back then, and then forgot about it and am remembering now. I keep putting stuff into ballistics, which is pretty cool. But I'm wondering if I should put something into like ballistic weapon systems if I'm going to be fighting pirates. So I think I'm going to do this. Give myself a better chance at fighting these pirates in our ship. So that's what I spent the 2 skill points on. So, I think what we're going to do now is look at our quest list, and I was going to go destroy the Crimson Fleet Ghost here at Tal Ceti 7. A known pirate ship has been reported in the Tal Ceti system. Locate the Crimson Fleet Ghost and destroy it. Well, I mean, all we have to do is press R to set course, and then we just press X to travel, and we're there. And I think that's kind of silly. Okay, so, I guess I'm going to do some shooting now, suddenly. I could put more points into my ballistics and my lasers and try not to run into asteroids as I do it. Okay, Crimson Fleet Ghost. There he is. Actually, I think we're going to get him real quick. He's almost dead. Trying to spin around here. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're done. Okay, he's dead. That was pretty easy. We get 2,650 credits. Now I'm going to go over to the ship and see if I remember how to loot a ship. I looted a ship. Oh, okay. I guess this is it. Oh, whoops. Okay. Nope. Apparently that's the wrong button. I still have my buttons mapped incorrectly, apparently. It said mouse 3 to loot, but apparently that's not correct. So let me just do transfer, and we'll just take all of it. And I don't want to run into the ship. Okay, well, we did that. That was actually pretty easy, like I said. So, what do we want to do now? We could bring up our quest list here. And I think that's really all that there is for us to do in the Tal Ceti area. I believe so. Yeah, I think we're good here. So Tal Ceti stuff is done. What I'm thinking of doing is going back to New Atlantis, and there is somebody that I want to talk to. Let's see here. I want to... No, that isn't it. There was this guy who apparently would give us money if we scan ships, but oh, okay, this is it right here. Where'd it go? I was just looking at it. It was there, into the unknown. Talk to Vladimir. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm very prepared for this. But one thing I do need to do is I need to look in my my cargo, because I believe I have some contraband in here, and I can't go back to New Atlantis with this contraband. And I don't see the contraband, so now I have no idea where I put it. Where did I put that contraband? I don't think that one of my peeps are carrying it for me. I have something I stole. Oh. This is all that's in here? This is it? Okay. Huh. Okay. Wow. The heck did I do with that contraband? I wish I knew what category it would fit under, but I should be able to just scroll down through here and see the little yellow icon show up. Wow. Maybe it's in my inventory on my person. Maybe it is miscellaneous. There it is. Okay. Okay, so I have these mech components, and I can't go back to New Atlantis with this contraband on me. So what do I do with it? I mean, part of me is thinking about going back to the moon, because I think that I stored something there. But the problem is that in order for me to bounce from here to the moon, I have to go through other systems. As a matter of fact, I think let's see, can I go straight to Sol? I can. Can I go directly to Sol? I don't remember if I was scanned when I went to Sol. I don't think I was. So I could set a course. I tell you, well, I'm going to do an F5 here, because I can't remember whether it's safe to go to Sol. I think it's okay to go there with contraband. Let's try it. And then, at least for now, I think that I put contraband on this dead body in this space station. Oh, crap. Doggone it. Alright, well. Alright. I guess I better accept this hail.
Scan detected contraband on board. Halt and prepare to be boarded.
Alright.
All illegal and stolen goods will be confiscated.
Alright, well, if all they...
I've got special orders. You're coming with me.
Oh.
Stand down and prepare for immediate transport to our vessel.
Oh. Well, standing down, attack. Want to tell me what's going on? What about my ship? Jeez. This is interesting that it's a different interface here. What about my ship?
We have orders to transport you and your vessel to your final destination, the UC Vigilance. Any deviation from those orders on your part will be considered an act of hostility and will be met with aggressive force.
I see, I see. I mean, I already know what's going on here. Well, I mean, this will be interesting to see what happens. I'm hoping all they do is steal my stuff. Not steal. Take my contraband and anything stolen on the ship.
Stand by to be boarded and transferred.
Good grief. Well, that's what I get for forgetting. Oh, well, it'll be interesting to see what happens.
That was fun. Now what?
Oh, we're on Phobos, moon of Mars. Okay.
I'm telling you, the commander's got plans for this loser.
Huh?
Why else would he be going through all this trouble? I still don't understand why he trusts a criminal. Seems like too much of a risk.
What's this now? Do I get my stuff back?
keep an eye on our guest. I'll be right back. You just sit tight. The commander wants to have a little chat. The prisoner's ready, sir.
Okay. I guess I'm just waiting here now. Can't move.
I hope you're comfortable. We have a lot to discuss.
Just let me pay the fine so I can get out of here. There's nothing to discuss. This doesn't look like the local jail, or who are you? Yeah, who are you?
I'm your ticket out of the mess you've gotten yourself into. That's all you need to know for now.
Okay. Can I just pay my fine and get out of here?
Not this time. So, let me see what we're working with here. Seems you had a bit of a reckless past. Always fancied yourself as a wild one, eh?
A little bit.
We can work with that. I also see that you mined on Vectera, and now you're with Constellation. You've certainly been quite busy. Oh, and look at that. Right at the bottom of this list is the criminal incident that landed you in my crosshairs.
I see. That pretty much covers it. Let's just get to the point. I bet my shoe size isn't in your records. I don't know. That pretty much covers it, dude.
Good. You'll find that I'm a stickler for details, and I'd hate to discover that your file is incomplete. Now that we have that out of the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Commander Kibwe Ikande, and I'm in charge of this operation for UC SysDev. Are you familiar with what we do?
Why don't you tell me? I honestly don't care. Well, I know you kidnap people, or could you start by telling me what UC SysDev means? Yeah, what the heck does UC SysDev mean?
United Colonies System Defense. Does that help you figure out exactly what it is we do?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
UC SysDev is a division of the UC Navy. Well, they handle the big picture stuff. We deal with a very particular problem. The Crimson Fleet. That convict is where you enter the picture.
Ooh, am I going to get a ship? I have nothing to do with the Crimson Fleet. I don't like where this is going. If whatever you're selling lets me off the hook, then I'm listening. What's the Crimson Fleet? Or what type of big picture stuff does the UC Navy handle? Yeah, tell me a little bit more about this big picture stuff.
On the books, they maintain combat-ready spaceborne forces to deter aggression and ensure the safety of the United Colonies. What all that fancy claptrap means is that they're the ones who fight in the wars to keep our territories secure.
I see. Well, I mean, I'm what I'm hoping is that he's going to turn us loose on the Crimson Fleet, which is, there's nothing more that my character would like. So yeah, if whatever you're selling lets me off the hook, then I'm listening.
Smart decision. We've been prodding at the Crimson Fleet for years, trying to take them down one ship at a time. But we barely scratched the surface. If we can get someone on the inside,
Oh boy.
we have a shot at finding a loose thread we can pull to bring it all down.
I see. You want me to risk my neck and go undercover for you, or this sounds personal, or maybe you should give up, or why can't the UC send their armada to wipe out the Crimson Fleet? Yeah, why can't they do that? That would be awesome.
If the military rolls in and attacks the Crimson Fleet, we'd have a full-scale war on our hands. That means losses, heavy losses, that the United Colonies can't afford.
Okay. Well, so you want me to risk my neck and go undercover for you?
Not for me. For yourself. Look, I'm going to make this simple. Agree to work for UC SysDev, and together we take down the Crimson Fleet. Refuse, and I tell these guys to throw you into the nearest lockup. Might even tack on an extra few hundred credits to your fine.
I see. Let's see here. If I work with SysDev, what's in it for me? What do you mean, what's in it for you? I get to go free, apparently. I mean, it doesn't sound like I have much of a choice.
Of course you have a choice. It's just stacked in my favor. So, what do you say? You going to work with me, or should I find someone else?
Well, this sounds like a freaking dream job. How do you know I can even handle this type of operation? Do I have to decide right now? Fine, I'm in. I don't know. What makes you think that I can do this?
If I didn't think you had a chance, I would have left you in lockup. You're just going to have to follow your instincts and trust me.
Okay. You know what? I'm in.
Smart choice. I'm going to have one of my men escort you to the operations center. I strongly suggest that you don't give him any trouble. And don't bother trying to leave the ship. I think you'll find all access to the docking area is fully restricted.
Well, this sounds like a dream come true for my character. We're going to take down the Crimson Fleet from the inside. I wonder what happened to Sarah, though. Is she going to come with me?
All right, let's go.
Okay, let's go. Well, I'd like to, but... oh, there we go. Okay, I am by myself. We heard Sarah's voice right when this started. She said, wow, that was fun. Well.
So, you took the op instead of serving the time.
Oh, there she is.
Be the commander's new role, huh? Going in all alone, infiltrating a bunch of pirates. You've got a lot of guts.
Sarah?
I miss
Makes you wonder.
Okay, she has nothing to say.
Goodbye.
Around. Like the one about how the fleet deals with informants by lashing them to the hull of a ship and then slowly letting the air out of their suit. Could you imagine a worse way to go? I know I couldn't. But I wouldn't worry about it. Since the commander handpicked you, I'm guessing you can hold your breath for a really long time, right?
Whatever, dude. Just keep talking. Well, this is cool that we get to see this ship that we wouldn't otherwise get to see. Docking port computer. Oh, okay. What's up, buddy? Hey, he actually has a name. Alex.
Ikande's on level 2. Try not to touch anything until he actually clears you.
Okay. Huh. He's gonna wait for us. I love that.
Howdy. All
Howdy.
right. This is as far as I go. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Ikande should be waiting for you.
You're just gonna let me get on a lift all by myself? Let's look at our quest list. What does it look like right now? I mean, these all seem to be activities that we're getting. Or not. I thought they were. Yeah, it would really be nice. Let's see. Deep cover. Here we go. Commander Kibwe Akande of UC SysDef has asked me to join his crusade against the Crimson Fleet. Seeing no real alternative, I've decided to accept his offer. I now have to follow the UC security guard and attend a briefing on my first mission. Okay. Well, here we go. Whoops. Okay. Sarah's like, nah, I'm just gonna hang out down here if you don't mind.
Okay, hello.
Hello.
Yes, what?
Hello, that's all. Operations center that way. Ooh, can we grab some coffee? Did I unselect this quest? I did. Okay, we're supposed to go this way. Yeah, this is really cool to get to see this ship. I like this.
Excuse me.
Yeah, there he sits.
Pardon.
Or stands.
Hey.
I just want to see if any of these people have names. Alright, I'm here.
Ah, there you are. Excellent. Now that we've established your level of cooperation with us, I want to introduce you to your new home. This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance, SysDef's nerve center dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet.
I see. And this is me shooting my way off this prison ship. So where is the Vigilance located right now?
We are currently in the Sol system, in deep orbit around Phobos. As to why, I'll explain momentarily.
Okay, I already know what the Crimson Fleet is. Let's see here. You're going to need more than one ship to eliminate an entire fleet. Impressive ship, but I don't see where I fit in. I mean, you're going to need more than one ship.
Which is precisely why we're taking a more clandestine approach. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse.
We could try to persuade him and say, get me in a room with them and I'll talk them into anything. I could say, I assume you already have a plan in mind. We could say it takes more than finesse to catch the attention of a pirate. We could say I prefer a more direct approach. Or we could say, I assume you've chosen me because I'm expendable. Yeah, I'm going to guess that's true.
Let's get one thing straight right now. While you're working for me, I'm going to treat you like one of my own. Whatever crimes you committed in the past no longer matter. You're now an agent of SysDev, meaning that it's my job to keep you alive.
Okay. Let's see here. I think it probably takes more than finesse to catch the attention of a pirate.
It certainly does. So listen up. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention.
I see. What the heck is Aurora?
Aurora is a Class A controlled substance that's illegal to transport outside of Neon, a city on Volai. Get caught with this stuff aboard a ship, and you're looking at some serious fines.
I see. Where did you get the contraband? What a dumb question. She could probably sniff out a narc from a sector away. This doesn't sound like an ironclad plan to me, or sounds simple enough. I mean, I don't know, sounds simple enough to me.
You'd better hope so. Saoirse won't be easy to dupe. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know.
I see. Point the way and I'll get it done. That's a lot to absorb. You must have quite a bit of confidence in my abilities. If this is the best plan you've got, we're in both trouble, or why bother gathering evidence? Why bother gathering evidence?
Let's just say my superiors need proof that engaging the Crimson Fleet is a larger priority than they're willing to admit. If we shove enough concrete evidence under their noses, they'll have no choice but to allocate the resources that I've requested. At the same time, we can use the evidence to arrest members of the Crimson Fleet, weakening them enough to strike a fatal blow.
I see. Oh, man. That's a lot to absorb there, dude.
We move quick around here. Better get used to it. Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down.
I see. Well, what if I get in over my head?
Then you better learn to swim, because you're diving right into the deep end on this one. I've studied your profile. I know you can do this. I'm not about to throw away someone's life on a whim or a prayer. Just use your best judgment, trust your instincts, and watch your back.
Okay. Well, I'm guessing it's too late to back out of the deal. I think our character really is excited about this. You know, I keep talking about how all he wants to do is bring down pirates. Well, this is the best way to do it. Yeah, man, I'll do my best.
I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear. As an undercover operative for UC SysDev, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control.
I see. I can say the course. I can't make any promises. I don't exactly do well following rules and regulations. Can you explain SysDev's code of conduct and ethics? And what do you mean by stray too far off the path? Yeah, what do you mean by that?
The Crimson Fleet doesn't follow the rules. They only abide by one thing: money. All of their morals and social graces fall by the wayside in pursuit of their greed. At first glance, this can appear quite enticing, so I'm warning you not to get lured into their trap. Think you can handle that?
Oh, I can handle it. Could you explain SysDev's code of conduct and ethics?
To put it simply, you can't go into every situation with guns blazing. Think before you act. Calculate what you're doing and pull the trigger only when it's absolutely necessary. At the end of the day, your primary goal is taking down the Crimson Fleet. That's the greater good.
Okay. Well, I don't exactly do well following rules and regulations, just so you know.
Well, you better learn quick. Otherwise, I'll start looking for someone to take your place. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck.
Let's see. How will I maintain contact with you? Do you have any other information on Saoirse Bowden? What happens if I get arrested while I'm undercover? Can you tell me more about my expected behavior as an agent? What happens if I get arrested?
For your own safety, nobody but myself and the crew of the Vigilance will be aware that you're working for the United Colonies. Basically, if you land in jail,
Oh, gosh.
you're going to have to deal with the fines.
I see. Do you have any other information about Bowden?
All we know is that she's been with the Trade Authority for years, which means she's been privy to some seriously shady deals. She's shrewd and she's diligent. The only reason we were able to connect her with the Crimson Fleet at all was thanks to an informant. I'm afraid she's the best lead we've got.
Okay. How will I maintain contact with you?
That's easy to answer. You don't. We'll be monitoring your activities from the Vigilance and attempting to keep it within your vicinity. When you feel you've gathered enough evidence, and at the completion of your assignments, head back here for a debrief. Beyond that, you're completely on your own.
I see. Well, why don't you tell me a little bit more about what's expected?
While you're running with the Crimson Fleet, you're undoubtedly going to be faced with some morally gray decisions. It's going to be difficult for you to weigh the consequences of pulling the trigger while maintaining your cover. Do what you have to do, but remember why you're out there in the first place.
I see. Oh, yeah, we were a neon street rat. I've never had a problem doing what I had to do to survive. We could say maintaining my cover as a pirate and abiding by the law won't mix. I refuse to kill innocent people, or what if I don't have a choice? Yeah, I mean, I've never had a problem before.
As long as you can distinguish between surviving and thriving, you'll do just fine. Look, I can see that you're struggling with this. So let me simplify this for you. If there's a route to your goal which doesn't involve killing innocent people, I'm urging you to follow that path. Use your instincts. I'm certain you'll do the right thing.
Okay, I guess we're done talking to this guy then.
As you were.
This guy was standing here listening to the whole conversation. So now he knows everything. Now we're supposed to go talk with this Toft person. Speak to Lieutenant Toft. Commander Ikande has outlined the parameters of my mission and has asked me to speak to his second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft. Am I still wearing this crazy suit? No, I'm not.
Excuse me.
Madam?
All right. We don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood?
I think I understand. So basically you want me to steal from thieves? That's if I'm accepted in the Crimson Fleet. What if I can't find anything, or why do you need physical evidence? Well, let's ask her and see what she says about this. Why do you need physical evidence?
Well, since it isn't every day we stumble across a criminal's fully written confession, we need to build a case against our suspects. The more evidence we acquire, the stronger our case becomes. And knowing the Crimson Fleet, they'll leave plenty of evidence for you to find.
Okay, well, what if I can't find anything?
I'd scour every inch of wherever the Crimson Fleet sends you. Otherwise, you're wasting our time and risking your neck for nothing. Criminals are sloppy. Look hard enough and I'm certain you'll stumble across their mess.
I see. Well, all of this depends on if I'm accepted into the Crimson Fleet.
You better make it, because Commander Akande cashed in all his chips to get this operation off the ground. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig.
Okay. Oh, geez. Security If there's incriminating data out there, I'll find it. Or it says, we could say, sounds like you have a personal vendetta against the Crimson Fleet. We could say, I'm simply trying to understand my task, Lieutenant. Sounds like I touched a nerve. Or, I'm confused. Are we trying to imprison the pirates or kill them? Yeah, man. I thought we were going to kill pirates.
Haven't you been paying attention? Our goal here is the complete eradication of the Crimson Fleet. In order to do that, we need to dismantle them piece by piece from within. If you bring me evidence, we can make arrests and slowly drain their resources. Think of it as a death by 1,000 tiny cuts.
I see. Well, it kind of sounds like you have a personal vendetta against the Crimson Fleet. Maybe we have something in common.
You're damn right I do. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard.
Okay. You feel like talking about it? I'm no hero because I'm here because I had no choice. I've seen my fair share of violence, or I'll bring you as much evidence as I can find. Hey, yeah, you want to talk about it? I mean, because, I hate pirates too.
What? No. It's personal. It has nothing to do with you. Just stick to the mission and you'll be fine.
Okay. Well, I've seen my share of violence.
Then you'll understand why it's so important that this operation is successful. Anyway, before I let you go, there's just one more thing. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts.
That's pretty cool. Let's see here. Why would you be paying credits during a military operation? Credits, now you're speaking my language. I don't need payment to do what's right. That's very generous. Yeah, credits, man. That's my language.
Commander Akande came up with the idea. He was concerned you might not help us simply because it was the right thing to do. All right. We've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed.
Okay. We could try to press her on discussing her personal experience. We could say, what's going to happen to the people you arrest? Or what if I get caught with a container of Aurora in my cargo hold? Well, I think we already know the answer to this, but let's see what she says.
Don't worry, the container's been registered with UC Security, so you shouldn't have any trouble. Even if you're scanned. Of course, if we find out you tried to sell it to someone outside the boundaries of this particular operation, well, I don't think I need to tell you the consequences of making that mistake.
I see. What's going to happen to the people you arrest?
We'll be keeping them close at hand until this operation is complete. So, we'll be holding them in the Vigilance's brig. If you're feeling particularly ruthless, you could always head down there and say hello. I'm sure they'll be thrilled to see you.
Hello. Hey, in the last 35 seconds, do you feel like discussing your personal experience with the Crimson Fleet?
Not really, no. I've learned to keep my personal experiences separate from the job.
Okay, I'll respect your privacy. If something's on your mind, it will make you feel better to get it out in the open. It's odd that you know more about me than I know about you. Or, wow, that was evasive as hell. Come on, get it out in the open.
Yeah. Maybe. No, it's not really an appropriate time to be going over my private life. There are much more important things to be done. Let's just stick to the job at hand and concentrate on the mission. But, maybe we can talk about it some other time. Okay?
Okay, sounds good to me. Well, we got a lot further with her than I thought we would.
I'll be here if you have any more questions.
Okay. Man, I wish that we could talk to Sarah and she'd be like, what have you gotten me into? But no.
What can I help you with?
That's it. Nothing. Maybe we could ask her some personal questions.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's do that right now on this bridge. Oh, nope, never mind. We already asked her all this stuff.
Until later.
Until later. So, now what we're supposed to do... My first mission is to proceed to Sidonia and make contact with Saoirse Bowden at the Trade Authority. UC SysDef has provided me with a crate of Aurora to sell as a buy-in to the Crimson Fleet. Well, we'll see how that goes. And then up here is another quest. I guess this is searching for evidence. I've been tasked by Lieutenant Jillian Toft on the UC Vigilance to find and bring back any evidence pertaining to Crimson Fleet-related illegal activities. Audio logs and text logs would be especially helpful in bringing them to justice. So, my question is, can I just fly away from here and, like, not do this mission right away? Can I just, like, do other missions and this is just simply another mission on my mission list? It almost seems that way. Let's look at my inventory. I still have my inventory here. Oh, here's the Aurora sample right here. Check it out. Yeah, we can inspect it. Oh yeah, there we go. That's inspecting it. So silly. Yeah, sure enough, they did remove the contraband and the stolen item I had in my inventory, which was, I believe, a... well, I think it was on my ship where I saw... I had a stolen UC security outfit. So, I mean, you know, what's stopping me from just walking around this ship, looking around, you know, helping myself to some coffee? You know, who's going to stop me? Nobody. That's who. Nobody's going to stop me. Because now, I'm a member of UC SysDef. I'm one of them. And I could walk around, and I could read their notepads. And that's about it, really. There's not really a whole lot going on in here.
Hey.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
There's a computer here. Let's help ourselves to the computer. Phobos. System Sol, orbital, Phobos, type asteroid, temperature, cold. The Vigilance is scheduled to be in the Sol system for an extended period to focus on technical upgrades and mission planning. MAST has been notified of their position. Ship information. Ship UC Vigilance, Division UC SysDef, Commanding Officer Commander Kibwe Akande, First Officer Lieutenant Jillian Toft, Brig Officer Armin Petrosian. Okay. It's funny to me that we could just walk over there and use that computer. Oh wow, look at this place. Dover Beach, the fruit cellar. We got some books down there. Oh, hi, hi, Sarah Morgan. More books. So these people apparently just have all kinds of time to read books.
I've never been in, but I've heard rumors.
I worked for Drone, yes. It wasn't as wild as people say, though. We mostly just built robots and drank tea.
Oh, yeah? What kind of tea?
I'm a morning person, so I like a good breakfast blend.
Okay. Well, look at this scary turret here, man. Look at that thing. Don't want to mess with that. Hey, you have a name. Can I talk to you?
Oh, hello. I don't think we've met.
Oh, hi.
Are you by chance new here?
Yeah, I just started. My name is Mental Fox. Nice to meet you. Or, yeah, Commander Akande just recruited me to join UC SysDef. Or, no, I've been here for some time. Or, you seem unsure. I'd be willing to bet you're new here, too. Yeah, I bet you're new here, too.
I am. But I've never seen you here before. Wait, are you that dangerous ex-convict everyone's been talking about? Well, don't worry. I'm not scared of you. My godmother was a member of the Strikers gang, and you're not even half as scary as her. My name is Javanta. I'm an ensign with the maintenance and robotics team. And just between you and me, I don't think you're dangerous. Do you?
Huh. Strikers, huh? I'm from Neon myself.
Are you really? Oh, what a coincidence. Do you miss home at all? I need to go back the next time I get shore leave. Anyway, it was very nice to meet you. If you want to talk some more, I will be here.
Look at us making friends. What are your duties here on the ship?
Oh, I'm part of the maintenance team that makes sure the Vigilance is operating smoothly. On the robotic side, I take care of the Model A's on the ship and make sure they're treated with respect and dignity. They are people, after all, just like us.
Really?
The risk isn't worth catching a few criminals.
Oh, right, sir. My mistake.
Just try and show a little more concern for your personal safety.
I was listening to that conversation. I could say, agreed, we should treat robots the same way we treat all living things. I could say, robots are sentient, but they aren't people and don't get the same rights. To me, robots are just tools. Or have you seen robots abused and mistreated? Oh gosh, have you seen that?
Not here. But at Drone, clients would come in and bring their robots for maintenance. And the condition these robots were in was appalling. Not to mention the way they were talked down to. Personally, I think the way you treat your robots says a lot about you.
I see. You know, they are sentient, but they're not people.
And what system do you use to determine who is a person? I would think my definition is different from yours. Think of it this way. How can we expect a robot to fight by our side if we won't fight for their right to exist? So I always do my best to treat them as my equals.
Okay, well, you do that. Is there anything you want to know about me?
Oh, I have so many questions. That is not enough time to ask them all. But I will be respectful of your criminal history as it is in the past. We must look forward. Instead, I will ask you a very simple question. Are you a morning, afternoon, or night person?
Let's see. I don't really like labels. I feel like they're too constricting. I'd say that my character is probably a night person, probably moved around the most at night, be a little bit more invisible at night, so I'm going to say night.
Oof, then we can't be friends. No, I'm kidding. Of course. But I prefer the early hours myself.
Okay. You know, that's probably not unusual for a military vessel.
Yes, but I like getting up before even the personnel, when I have the coffee maker all to myself. But the thing I like best is the quiet. When I can look out into space and see the whole galaxy is asleep. When it's that quiet, the only noise you hear is from the Vigilance itself. In fact, we keep each other company when the world is too busy snoring in their beds. Makes it so the mornings are just for us.
Okay. Why did you join SysDef?
It's a good question. It was what you'd call a minor moral crisis. I wasn't happy with my old job at Drone. I felt like my life was on an assembly line. Everything was about profit, and nothing had any real meaning. But then it occurred to me, if I'm so miserable, I could just leave. So one day I just did. SysDef is far from perfect, but our goal is noble. I can sleep soundly knowing my work will be for a cause that is just.
Okay. Nice talking to you.
Don't be a stranger.
Look at us making friends. Sarah's over there feeling all jealous. Well, I'm going to end this episode here. When we come back next time, we'll explore this ship some more, see if we can't make any more friends, and then... I don't know. Do we go on this mission, or do we do something else? I don't know. I'll decide then. I'm not going to decide right now. Thank you guys for joining me on this episode. Like I said, let me know about the whole role-playing thing. I don't know. Let me know what you think, and if there's anything you could do to help me understand my character better, understand role-playing better. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.